Hey, what's up, fellow home labbers? Brandon Lee here with VirtualizationHowto. And if you're running Proxmox in your home lab right now, or maybe you're even considering Proxmox for production environments, maybe moving away from VMware vSphere, there is a really good chance that Proxmox Datacenter Manager has been on your radar. This has quickly become one of the most interesting pieces, I think, of the Proxmox ecosystem because for a long time, there has been a major missing puzzle piece with Proxmox in general, and that is centralized multi-cluster management. So once again, if you're coming from VMware vSphere, like many in the home lab or enterprise environments, you immediately notice the difference. In Proxmox, once you move beyond a single cluster, things start to feel a bit fragmented. You end up bouncing between browser tabs, as we all know, logging into different dashboards, piecing things together. And that is exactly why Proxmox Datacenter Manager matters so much. And now we have the newly released version 1.1 that I honestly think is starting to become, for this platform, a lot more serious solution from Proxmox. So stick around and let's see what PDM version 1.1 brings to the table. Now, let's get into what I think is easily the headline feature of this release, and honestly, what I think is the best feature in Proxmox Datacenter Manager 1.1 so far, and that is automated installations. Now, this is a really big deal. With this release, administrators can now create automated installation answer files directly inside Proxmox Datacenter Manager. So think about how powerful this becomes if you're building repeatable environments in a home lab or standardizing deployments in production, which I think is where this is really going to shine. Instead of manually checking through installation prompts over and over again for every Proxmox host deployment, you can now define those settings one time and reuse those consistently. And we all know for consistency and repeatability, those things are key. Automation is key. Now, inside Proxmox Datacenter Manager, there is a new wizard-driven workflow that lets you build these installation profiles. You can configure many different settings and things like network settings, disk configurations, locale preferences, and system configuration details. Instead of walking through installers manually each time, PDM instead generates answer files that are delivered securely over HTTPS to the target systems. Now, I really like the simplicity of how they've implemented this because from an admin perspective, it looks very straightforward. You are essentially preparing a deployment template that becomes repeatable, consistent, and automated by means of those answer files. The process itself is pretty clean. First, you go into Proxmox Datacenter Manager and you prepare your automated installation profile. You configure all of the settings you want applied to your systems, including networking, disk, localization settings, and system preferences. Now, once that configuration is finished, Proxmox Datacenter Manager generates a command that you can then use with supported ISOs, one of which being Proxmox VE Server 9.2. And this means instead of sitting there clicking through the installation prompts, you are essentially able to bootstrap your installations with these predefined configurations that are already ready to go in the environment. Now, once the target system boots, it retrieves the configuration directly from PDM 1.1 and it installs according to those predefined settings in the template. I think this is going to be also huge for home lab automation. I like to capture things in templates to make things repeatable, rebuildable in case of disaster. Imagine rebuilding a cluster or spinning up multiple nodes without really even needing to manually touch each single installation step by step. But as we've mentioned, this is not just a home lab feature. I think it's going to be very key in production environments that want repeatability and consistency. Having those deployments that are standardizes, again, it reduces mistakes, helps with consistency, and makes rebuilding your infrastructure so so much easier. Now, another new addition in PDM 1.1 is centralized subscription management. Again, I think this is probably not a feature that home labbers are necessarily going to be excited about, as we're perfectly comfortable using the community repositories without subscriptions. Just keep that in mind. I think this is definitely going to be an enterprise environment type feature to get excited about. So with PDM 1.1, subscription keys can now be handled centrally with PDM. So instead of jumping from node to node, checking licensing or verifying your subscription assignments, admins can now manage those subscriptions directly inside of Proxmox Datacenter Manager. And I really like this because PDM basically keeps a pool of subscription licensing, and it can automatically make those assignments across managed nodes. And that takes a lot of the heavy lifting off of the Proxmox VE admin as they're managing the environment, making sure nodes are supported and licensed. This is going to really help with environments that are looking at major scale, tracking their licensing, and making sure that's not a manual process that can become very tedious. Another really solid improvement in PDM 1.1 is the new Ceph configuration and health visibility. This one I think is going to resonate pretty strongly both with home labs as well as those in production, because many of us, I know myself, are using Ceph hyper-converged infrastructure and configurations for storage in the home lab. And enterprise environments, for sure, I think Ceph is going to be a strong consideration. Once you start relying on Ceph, though, you need good visibility into that Ceph environment, and that's going to become very important to make sure your storage is healthy, you don't have any issues there. When running Ceph, there are certain questions that you constantly want to have answered. Is the cluster health normal? Are OSDs healthy? Are pools filling up? Are monitors healthy? Are managers functioning properly? Is performance degrading? So all of those operations type concerns are going to be much more easily answered now with the Ceph visibility that's found in PDM 1.1. And the nice thing about this, like the subscription management and PDM visibility in general, you can aggregate a view of all of your Ceph-enabled Proxmox VE clusters, and it's going to enable you to see all of the health statuses and visibility for those Ceph configurations. There's also a new addition around local metrics for Proxmox Datacenter Manager itself, and I think this is a needed quality of life and basic functionality for PDM that made it into this release. And it's one of those features that just makes sense. Not only do you want PDM to have visibility on all the systems that it is managing, but you also want to have visibility on how is PDM working itself. Now, one feature that I think will probably have divided opinions a little bit is the new world map view. PDM 1.1 can now visualize where remote infrastructure exists geographically. Again, for lab environments, I don't see many getting super excited about this. For sure, if you are an MSP or a global company that has Proxmox installations in many different geographic locations, I think this world map view may be interesting to those. So wrapping everything up, what do I think about Proxmox Datacenter Manager 1.1? Well, I think this is a very important release. It's starting to feel, at least, like Proxmox Datacenter Manager is becoming a much more serious solution, much more capable, and I think most will start to take it more seriously. And for me, for this particular release, 1.1, the automated installation feature is definitely the standout feature here. That alone, I think, makes it something that's going to be interesting in home lab workflows as well as enterprise operations. I think at the same time, though, many of us are waiting for deeper management functionality around hosts, guest virtual machines, and broader centralized operations. We're getting closer to starting to see that, but I still think that I feel like there are core capabilities that most of us expect from a truly centralized management platform that are just not quite there yet with PDM. And it's going to be exciting to see how Proxmox Data Center Manager evolves over the next few releases. With all of that said, I think version 1.1 absolutely does feel like progress, and especially in the features of the new automation tools, Ceph visibility, subscription management at scale, and the local metrics are all of those core features that I think are going to be building blocks so that additional features are going to continue to be built around some of those core features. So I'd love to hear what you think. Are you already using Proxmox Data Center Manager daily, perhaps in your home lab or in a production environment? Do you think that PDM 1.1 is a must-have release? What features are you missing the most currently with Proxmox Data Center Manager? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, check out the detailed blog posts over at VirtualizationHowto.com. Do stay safe out there, keep on home labbing, and I will see you in the next video.